Aibuan everyone. Would ask you to close your eyes, sit back, relax, and let's start the journey. Excuse- Today, I'd like to explore the awe-inspiring connection between the universe and the intricate tapestry of nature, focusing on particularly the delicate balance of life in our world, known as biocenosis, the importance of preserving biodiversity. Our universe, a vast and seemingly boundless expanse, is not separate entity but intimately connected to the natural world. The universe's unyielding laws govern the galaxies, stars, and planets, and those same laws shape the forces of our nature, home planet. The very atoms comprising our bodies and the energy that sustains life on Earth are remnants of cosmic processes. It's a reminder that we are not just observers of the universe, but active participants in its grand narrative. If you look at nature, there's nothing unnecessary. Every pattern and every tree grows in a particular way, and it's following certain rules, which is sacred geometry. Therefore, every living creature has been using these design principles, and I feel they have been the real architects for millions of years. This is Project Bhumi, a Myco-Biocenosis haven, which is a center for research and conservation of indigenous amphibians and freshwater fish in Sri Lanka. Why Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka is the eighth most biodiverse hotspot in the world, and it's close to the equator. This is because which results in the richest concentration of endemic species in Asia. Climate change, as you know, is a very big topic today, and this is because of anthropogenic activities, the encroachment, deforestation, and poaching. And therefore, it's important that we have awareness, we learn, conserve, and protect biodiversity. Evolution of a zoo, as you know, is compared to a prison, but we need to know that a zoo should symbolize nature and protect species. And the high purpose of this project is biodiversity conservation, species protection and rehabilitation, and then genetic discovery of these species. And then the objective of this project was to promote public awareness of biodiversity conservation and then retaining the professionals in zoological sciences in Sri Lanka and then protecting the gene bank of amphibians and freshwater fish in Sri Lanka. So these are the elements that I wanted to bring into my project, which honor the cosmic heritage. And then I was able to study the laws of nature, where I was the building blocks, where the flower of life, the golden ratio, the Fibonacci sequence, the Voronoi geometry. I was able to tap into all these laws and really apply it to my form, space, and function. Why fungi? Fungi, as you know, is the oldest living organism on Earth. And just so that if we wouldn't even exist if fungi wasn't there. And we need to understand that fungi always is for rebirth, it recycles, it rejuvenates, it regenerates everything on Earth. So my concept is a Myco-Biocenosis haven. The Myco-Biocenosis haven is a testament to fulfilling an visionary architectural concept that bridges human, nature, fauna in an intricate symbiosis. So in its core, the innovative design harnesses mycelium structures, biophilic design principles, and sustainable architecture. My client being the National Zoological Garden of Sri Lanka, it was important to bring in stakeholders coming in from the local organizations and then international organizations such as the World Wildlife Fund, the United Nations of Environmental Protection, and the IUCN. It's important that all these collaborations are brought together so that this is a collective effort and the bigger picture is seen. Being able to talk and really consulting research scientists in herpetology, I was able to understand that these species can coexist together. And the importance of really studying and researching these species is that amphibians especially, they are very receptive to the environment. And this is because they are considered as bioindicators of change. They are very sensitive to climate change. And that's the important thing is it's very important that we understand how these species behave in nature. So moving on, fungi, as you can see, really are major components and they create component systems in ecosystems and biological interactions. And the success of fungi is mainly because they are able to span in multiple dimensions such as time, space, and biological interactions. So taking the opportunity that Elon Musk will be coming to Sri Lanka, I wanted to bring in the whole AI-powered research systems and robotic systems into the research labs and really be able to give the opportunity of young scientists to really take their career to the next level. So the site. The site is situated in between two major conservation organizations, such as the Pinnavela Elephant Orphanage and then the Pinnavela Open Zoo. These are major attractions, tourist sites in Sri Lanka, which has a daily visitation of 1,500 to 2,000 visits daily. And then both these organizations really do not have a visit experience. So this is what I really wanted to bring in my project. So this is a drone imagery of the site. As you can see, there's a lush greenery around the site. And this is a section between the site. As you can see, there's a major water source in the site and also a very sloped site. One of the advantages again is this site itself having the main road right in the middle and where the main foot traffic takes place, and the site is present with the spring. And then zoning. So when you look at the site itself, what I wanted to incorporate is mainly the visitor experience zone happening as the first section of the site, and then mainly the research zone happening where the amphibian and the freshwater fish research zone happening at the rear part of the site. And then one of the main zones is the biotope reforestation zone. This is where the magic happens. This is where mainly what I wanted to incorporate is biomimicry. As you know, biomimicry is broken into three levels, which is form, behavior, and ecosystems. I wanted to achieve all three goals, all three levels. So my biotope reforestation zone is where I wanted to incorporate the whole, where I achieved the ecosystem level in biomimicry, thereby incorporating the agroforestry and riparian forestry. And then the research zones are where I was able to achieve the levels of form and behavior. It's also important to know that biodiversity conservation does not happen by one entity. It's always important that we have these four entities or organizations to really be apart together, because it is important that this is a collective effort, it's a collective consciousness, and it's a paradigm shift to safeguarding biodiversity in the world. This is a section between the building and the site itself where I've been able to incorporate different biocenosis techniques. And then the building itself is a modular prefabricated structure where precisely it can be built and much more faster. This is the entrance promenade where the visitors are able to really be grounded first, starting and being able to go through the elements, natural elements, and really enter to the biotope and really see the vista of the biotope along with the research labs. This is again the visitor experience zone, where the visitors travel through the visitor and really get an idea of what biodiversity is in Sri Lanka, but also the world, and really understand the human impact, what destroys all these biodiversities, and really understanding what are the solutions as humans we can take to safeguard all this. So the building program, as you can see, the site itself, the visitors are able to go through the whole visitor experience zone. And then as this site is very sloped, I wanted to respect the site itself and really understanding and really making sure that there's a very less carbon footprint. And then the journey begins where they finish with the visitor experience and really entering the whole higher side of the site. And then the journey later continues with the research labs, where the public is really able to see what the scientists are doing in all these research labs. And then, as I wanted to do biomimicry, I really wanted to incorporate the whole life cycle. As you can see, the larva. So I wanted to really incorporate this in my research labs. So the air gaps in these eggs is where these creatures are really able to get oxygen. So I wanted to incorporate that in the main service ducts of the research labs. And these again are the research programs and how making it a very innovative spaces for all the scientists to really work. And then again, this is a section between the research labs, and all the research labs are able, the scientists are able to enter through a quarantine and isolation area. These are the research labs. Again, it was very important for me to add in green choice awards, materials to my project, so it was amazing to see the ultra-low volatile organic compounds in the, that I could use in the project itself. And then these are the color chips that was incorporated in my building, mainly the influence coming from the colors of nature. And then using them in the right places was very important for me, especially blending with the nature itself. And then, as you can see, the particular spaces, the first floor itself, again, the research activities takes place, and then the whole international auditorium is where the sharing of knowledge and all those things takes place. And then again, the second floor itself is a very specific area, just not for the public, but also making sure that the public does not enter and the research activities takes place where the amphibians that can be researched on treetops. And then the rooftop level is where the recreational relaxation space happens for the researchers. And this is a section of the main mycelium energy tree. So this is where the rainwater harvesting and the whole micro-remediation facilities is incorporated. So this will be an off-grid powered working 24/7, making sure that the research activities do not get affected. This is the Myco air filtration duct that I have here. So this will be mainly a 3D printed central MEP system, which I said before, which I mimicked from the amphibian eggs. And then this will be a self-cleaning system where the indoor quality is maintained and there's carbon dioxide zero output. So these are the details I'll be discussing. So the fog harvesting compostability, which will be there in the site. And then this is the detailed mycelium facade panels that I'll be including over here. So it will be grown in 1 to 2 weeks. And this was ideal for my project, so making sure that it was perfect for my research labs itself. And then it was important to understand that mycelium has that structural compatibility, and research needs to be done to really finding new solutions. And then again, this is the microfiltration process that I've added on the building itself, really making sure that the rainwater can be used for ancillary purposes. And then, as you can see, the rainwater harvesting funnel is where I've been able to be innovative using nature's surfaces for my building. And then the main core of the building itself is the micro-remediation tanks. As you know, research labs, they have a lot of toxic waste that harm the environment. So what I wanted to do is incorporate American oyster, which is considered the best composer in fungi itself. So breaking down that waste and having that recycle life cycle of using the compost or the toxic waste put back into the biotope reforestation. And then again, the 3D printed prefabricated structural columns, again using the particular techniques and the type of materials in these. The universe and nature is inseparable. The biocenosis and biodiversity is a testament to the profound interconnectedness of all life forms. Let us act as stewards of this world, ensuring that our actions honor the cosmic heritage and we share and preserve harmonious diversity. That is the true wealth of our planet. Biomimicry design will always be our guidance for solving complex human problems. The intricate mycelium networks have been recognized as natural solutions for various environmental challenges. And when we look to the natural world for inspiration, we find time-tested solutions for challenges we face. By emulating nature, we not only find sustainable solutions, but also deepen our connection to the universe itself. Just like humans have a right, let's remember fauna has a right, as they were here before us. As we continue to explore the universe and cover its mysteries, let us remember the profound wisdom of our natural world, which has been our guidance and inspiration for millennia. Let us protect and conserve and preserve the invaluable connections, for in doing so, we honor the beauty and resilience of the universe we call home. This is my journey to championing purposeful designs. Thank you.